Good evening, everyone. We all have dreams, visions of a better future, of who we want to be, what we want to achieve, and where we want to go in life. But the truth is, dreams alone are not enough. A dream without action remains just that, a distant, beautiful thought. That's why the quote, "A goal is a dream with a deadline," holds so much power. It reminds us that if we want to make our dreams real, we have to give them structure, time, and commitment. A dream is the starting point. It's the spark of inspiration. But a goal is what drives us forward. It's the engine that transforms ideas into impact. Once we attach a deadline to that dream, it changes everything. It creates urgency. It forces us to stop saying someday and start saying now. Deadlines push us to act, to focus, and to stop putting things off. When we turn a dream into a goal, we also bring clarity. Suddenly, it's not just about what we hope will happen. It becomes about how and when we'll make it happen. With clear goals, we can filter out distractions and channel our energy into what truly matters. We know what steps to take, and we can measure our progress along the way. And here's something important: every small step counts. With goals, we can track our growth. We can see how far we've come, and that builds confidence. It keeps us motivated. Every deadline we meet, every milestone we pass, brings us closer to our vision. But most importantly, turning dreams into goals is a sign of commitment. It shows we're not just dreaming, we're doing. It says to the world and to ourselves that we believe in our dreams enough to work for them. And that kind of commitment can shape our destiny. So today, I encourage you all, dream big. But don't stop there. Turn those dreams into goals, set deadlines, make plans, take action. Because in the end, it's not just about what you dream. It's about what you're willing to do to make it real. A dream is where it all begins. It's that initial spark, the vision that lights up our imagination and fills us with excitement. Maybe it's the dream of becoming a doctor, starting a business, writing a book, or making a difference in the world. Dreams inspire us. They give us a reason to hope and a glimpse of what's possible. But inspiration alone won't get us there. A dream, no matter how big or beautiful, will remain out of reach unless we take action. That's where goals come in. A goal is what gives a dream its direction. It's like the engine that powers the journey forward. Without the engine, the vehicle doesn't move. And without goals, dreams don't either. When we turn a dream into a goal, we're not letting go of the vision. We're giving it the power to move, to grow, and to come alive in the real world. It's the difference between saying "I wish" and saying "I will." Dreams can inspire us to look up at the stars, but goals give us the tools to build the rocket to get there. When we set a deadline for a goal, something powerful happens. It creates a sense of urgency. Without a timeline, it's easy to say, "I'll do it later," and keep pushing things off. But when there's a deadline in place, the goal becomes real. It's no longer an open-ended intention. It's a commitment with a clock ticking. That ticking clock doesn't just pressure us, it focuses us. It helps us prioritize what really matters and manage our time more effectively. Deadlines also challenge us to break our goals into manageable steps, giving us checkpoints to hit along the way. Just like in school or at work, we tend to take things more seriously when there's a due date. That same principle applies to our personal goals. A dream without a deadline can stretch on forever, but a goal with a deadline demands attention, action, and discipline. It reminds us that time is valuable, and if we don't use it wisely, we might miss our chance. When we set a clear goal, we're not just deciding what we want, we're defining how we're going to get there. That clarity gives us focus. It cuts through the noise and distractions of everyday life and helps us zero in on what truly matters. Without a clear goal, it's easy to drift, to spend time and energy on things that don't bring us closer to our dream. But when we have a specific target in mind, every choice we make, every step we take, starts to align with that vision. It's like having a map. You stop wandering aimlessly and start moving with purpose. You know what to say yes to, and just as importantly, you know what to say no to. Clarity also brings confidence. When the path ahead is defined, even if it's challenging, we feel more capable because we're not stumbling in the dark. We're moving forward with intention, and that makes all the difference. One of the most powerful things about setting goals is that they allow us to measure our progress. When you're working towards something big, it's easy to feel overwhelmed or wonder if you're getting anywhere. But when your dream is broken down into clear, trackable goals, every small step becomes a victory. You can look back and actually see how far you've come. Maybe it's finishing the first chapter of a book, saving your first $100, or completing your first workout. It all counts. These little wins give you momentum. They boost your confidence and remind you that progress is happening, even if the finish line still feels far away. And when things get tough, and they will, it's that visible progress that keeps you going. You're not starting from scratch every day. You're building something. Bit by bit, step by step, you're getting closer. Goals turn the long journey of a dream into a series of achievable moments, and that steady progress is what leads to real success. Setting a deadline for your dream is more than just organizing your time. It's a declaration of commitment. It shows that you're serious, that you're not just hoping for something to happen, but are ready to put in the work to make it real. Anyone can dream, and many people do, but not everyone is willing to commit. Commitment means showing up even when it's hard, even when motivation fades, and even when progress feels slow. It means staying focused on the bigger picture, trusting the process, and choosing discipline over distraction. When you commit to a goal, you're telling yourself and the world that your dream matters. And when you take consistent action toward it, you prove to yourself that you're capable, determined, and resilient. It's that kind of dedication that transforms dreams into reality, because at the end of the day, it's not talent or luck that brings success, it's commitment. The more you commit, the closer your dream comes to becoming your destiny. Let me know if you'd like the full speech with all the expanded points blended together. In the end, every great achievement begins as a dream, but it's only when we give that dream a deadline that it starts to take shape. Goals give our dreams direction, deadlines give them urgency, clarity gives us focus, progress gives us motivation, and commitment gives us the strength to see it through. So don't just dream, decide. Decide what you want, set your goal, mark the deadline, and take the first step. Because a dream is a beautiful thing, but a dream with a deadline, that's a promise to yourself, and a powerful path to making your future real. Thank you.